For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never, ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crying in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
No matter how you turn it, no spin the truth. accuse the people of living too well, and that we must share in scarcity, we must sacrifice and get used to doing with less. We don't have inflation because the people are living too well. We have inflation because the government is living too well. We'd like to ask the President, why is it inflationary to let the people keep more of their money and spend it the way they'd like, and it isn't inflationary to let him take that money and spend it the way he wants?
Former President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. NewsSpin is on Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page as well as the NewsSpin YouTube channel. Please, as always, like the video, share, subscribe to the NewsSpin YouTube channel, and click the notification bell to help the NewsSpin channel grow. My name is Timothy Poleon. We go up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'll be hearing from you in just a bit at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Again, 716-2026. And Jante is here, already going through some of your comments in the chat room, and she'll be having some updates which she will be sharing with you periodically. Hope you had yourself an enjoyable weekend. We were off last Friday. Many of you took offense. From time to time we have to take a break. I had an emergency that I had to address. Circulating on social media, allegations that are being made against the island's tourism minister, and that whole issue involving Marie Fish Shack at Raidry, operating there even before the island attained its political independence from Britain in 1979. And a lot of serious allegations have been made against the island's tourism minister. And there was this live presentation by a Senusha national living overseas, goes by the name Gregory Filbert, and is asking a number of questions. And this whole issue has certainly resonated with a section of those people who are hacks. Who, you know, what the calypso, the latest calypso that we've been playing, a verse of it, or if it's the chorus, you know, colorful. Yes, we've been playing this one for a while. So if the subject of this whole controversy happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister from the Senusha Labour Party, rest assured that supporters of the UWP will give currency to it. And if it happens to a government minister of a United Workers' Party administration, then what will happen? Who will support it? Supporters of the SLP. Before I give my 2 cents on this, seeking clarification on this matter is, as I said before, one Gregory Filbert. And a lot of the allegations that he made, I will not go into them. I will not repeat them. I will not play any clip, any insert. I will not extract it from his presentation. But in a sense, he's saying that developer made certain promises or allocations for the relocation or compensation of Marie Farrell, and those were not forthcoming. They have not been forthcoming up to now. And he's blaming the island's tourism minister. And the tourism minister has gone on to defend himself. And he writes on his Facebook page repeatedly, I remind myself that I must never allow the malicious talk and actions of my enemies to slow me down, far less break me. Similarly, I have promised myself that I will never be consumed by hatred or vengeance. Judgment is not for me, but the Lord thy God. I myself, in my hopeful mind, I thought the evildoers would fade into shadows, licking their battle wounds, and allow me to do what I enjoy and do best, work hard to deliver to Castries South and St. Lucia. But it never ends. Someone I've never seen, met, spoken to, or heard of posts a video claiming to be my friend and advisor and makes the most outlandish claims about me. And it worsens. The ever-lusting for attention, Soraya Alexander, references the video expressing a request that I be fired as minister, obviously accepting and endorsing what was said. The last time I reacted to another malicious claim, I expressed my intent to take on Soraya and the others. Some of my friends reached out indicating that I shouldn't, as it showed that they were getting to me. The advice was that I should do what I do best and focus on the general elections. The result was that I again increased my share of the votes that I had gotten previously, but I am human and my tolerance has its limits. For the record, from my recollection, I don't know Gregory Filbert. I have never spoken to him, shared his company, nor received his advice. I have no knowledge of any of the matters to which he refers. These are clearly fabricated. If Gregory Filbert or Soraya Alexander has any evidence on any of the matters that they refer to, then make a formal filing to the special prosecutor or the director of all public prosecution. Gregory Filbert says that we are friends and always speak, but I can't seem to find his number or address within my contacts. Reaction of the island's tourism minister, Dr. Ernest Hilaire. Why should we give currency to somebody who is coming out of the blue and is making those allegations about anyone? Whether that person happens to be a politician, an ordinary citizen, a minister of religion, or anyone at all. Why do we do that? That kind of digital activism that is being practiced at this time is unacceptable. And we need not give that kind of attitude any kind of room to develop or to grow. Because very often, those who are making those allegations do not present an iota of evidence. It is on the basis of just what they tell you. They claim to have certain evidence at their disposal that they want to crucify someone. And we normally, if we don't like an individual, if that person who is the subject of that scrutiny or that unfounded criticism, if we do not share the same political values, same political philosophies, support the same political parties, then we give credence to that individual who's making the allegation or allegations against them. On the basis of what was said about the minister, as much as came across as being convincing, I cannot take this as being gospel. And you know, politicians are the ones who have caused that kind of attitude, that kind of action to fester, to take root in this St. Lucian society. Because as individuals in this country, we tend to be too myopic and also too small-minded. Sometimes we are just too vindictive as well. when we read those things on social media, when people come on social media and they post a video, we instantly we give credence to what they are saying, and we add all kind of messages. And what we are famous for in this society of ours, if the person is a prominent individual, a government minister, leading politician, etc., is to call immediately, without any evidence at all, is to call for their resignation. What is happening right now to Dr. Ernest Hilaire has happened to a number of other politicians in St. Lucia. And we being so much of a hypocritical set of human beings, a lot of us who are now in defense of Dr. Ernest Hilaire would not be mindful that this has happened to his political opponents or political adversaries, if you want to put it that way. The likes of Alan Chastney, it has happened to him. It has happened to Guy Joseph. It has happened to Richard Frederick when he was then a United Workers' Party government minister or United Workers' Party MP. We laughed. We celebrated. But now it has happened to Dr. Ernest Hilaire. We want him to take legal action against those persons who are spewing those, may I dare say, unfounded allegations against him. And Dr. Ernest Hilaire also is deserving of some criticism because of how he handled this, making reference to getting more votes during the last general election. An allegation is being made against you. Deal with it. A big reference to the last general election and the outcome, and you thought that the results, increasing your vote share, that certainly would have caused people, your political opponents, to come to the realization that they are wasting their time, in effect, when they're, taking pot shots at you or attacking you. It is high time we come to the realization in this St. Lucian society of ours that we need to develop a sense of maturity, politically that is, whereby we set some standards, very high standards, so that both politicians of the SLP, politicians of the UWP, and other politicians in general in this St. Lucian society would be spared the kind of vindictiveness that a lot of our politicians are being exposed to. And it's out of convenience that this continues to happen in our St. Lucian society. I hope this will resonate with the supporters of the SLP right now. That what is happening to Ernest Hilaire, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, has happened to other politicians. You have contributed to people without any evidence reaching the conclusion that Guy Joseph is a crook, that he is corrupt. No evidence at all. You appointed a special prosecutor who has been paid thousands of dollars. If you appoint a man, if you give him a task, you give him a job, you have to pay him. This is not on the special prosecutor, but it is on the politicians who are always playing on the ignorance of their supporters and the rest of the St. Lucian society, who are winning election after elections in this country on false allegations, on painting people in a kind of image that is not fair, that is not in sync with reality. Because if indeed you had evidence that Guy Joseph was corrupt, He should have been behind bars by now. You're into your second term in office. So let me stress that just on the basis of what was said in this video by Gregory Filbert, if that's his real name, I have no reason at all to condemn Dr. Ernest Tilley or to give credence to the allegations. As we did ask as part of our NewsSpin question of the day, why not use available official avenues to address allegations of corruption? Why not use available official avenues to address allegations of corruption? That will include the special prosecutor. That will include the office of the DPP, the police, to investigate such allegations. But let us cease employing this, has been kind of approach, because we've overused it. Going to social media, calling a talk show, in particular some talk shows, and accusing this person of being corrupt, making all kind of unfounded allegation against another politician, no evidence at all, and it resonates with the Solution Society, and before you know it, it can determine the outcome of a general election. Can you imagine the number of people right now approaching 5 minutes before 1 o'clock in St. Lucia who have one mind that whatever was said about the government minister is true, and on that basis he should not only be condemned, but he should also resign? We need to be mature, politically and otherwise, and as part of that maturity, the resultant effect will be we'll have sensible discussions that will benefit all our politicians. Let this be a lesson to supporters of the SLP as well as supporters of the UWP and politicians on both sides. Let's hear from you right now at 452-2979, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. You've been typing away for a while now. Jante, get the impression that you are collating various comments from the chat rooms, and you're in a position now to share the contents with us. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Tim. Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, "The hacks are simply saving face. Their deals are now in jeopardy. St. Lucia always has a new drama to forget or overlook the real issues in the country. Maybe the business went wrong on Mr. Gregory, but my point is, why is he always in trouble with money?" On Facebook, our first comment reads, "We mama, look it. Typically, where there is smoke, there's fire. Tim, you have started the trouble." We have another comment saying, "Wow, look at the number of views going up. Tim, you know already your 2 cents causes trouble. Tim, the gentleman, has his own agenda. That's more personal, and he simply does not make much sense. I hope it's not a case of him using Mary to accomplish his own agenda." A few commentary reading, "If any proof is presented in support of the allegations, it will be considered as AI. Tim Omem, let the politicians deal with their cross. I am not burning my fingers for no one." We have another comment here reading, "We've heard countless allegations about this minister and others with little to nothing being done about it. When will we see tangible accountability? So Tim, why didn't you say the same thing for Guy? I tell you, St. Lucians just don't know what to do."
I've been very consistent as far as Guy Joseph is concerned, as far as Richard Frederick is concerned, as far as Alan Chasney is concerned, and now in the case of Dr. Ernest Tilley. You cannot just name and shame people and hope that the label will stick and the resultant effect will be those persons will pay at the polls. That is being reckless, that is being irresponsible, and we certainly have to mend our ways as far as this is concerned, because we want to get to the bottom of the truth. We want to deal with facts. We need to deal with figures. We need to deal with documents. And not even on a talk show, just waving a document should prove somebody's guilt or innocence. Continue, ma'am.
Tim, are you calling this man's words bluff? We have more comments from our Facebook page saying, Tim, you're smart. You want some receipts? You know very well that you'll have to get them yourself. Are you playing devil's advocate or good cop, bad cop? Tim, what about Guy and Alan? They all believed it with flashing documents. Give Marie what is due to her and stop taking the lady for a puppy show. Another comment saying, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, Tim. It has happened to Eubolus Raymond countless times.
Thank you so much, Jante. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Yes, Tim, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you, caller.
Tim, I quite agree with you on what you were saying there, Tim, because, you know, if I look back, Tim, from 1979, in 2001, when we had Von Lewis, then we had the Stevenson King situation where we were, give the people their money, knowing well that St. Lucia couldn't afford it at the time. Even the Impacts report had a little of that blame game to play. You understand, Tim? But for me, Tim, it has reached it to a point where it has cost the country billions of dollars, thousands of lives, because you know why, Tim? Hundreds of St. Lucians have been victim, like you said. Election cycles have been determined on those different things. Characters have been destroyed. And you know, at the end, who left to be in the rust? The St. Lucian people, because what is happening at the top resonates, Tim, in the family houses, in the households in our communities. It has broken down our communities. It has caused tribalism amongst even families, you know, Tim. Red and yellow not seen eye to eye in the communities. That resonates and transcends. And this is the situation we are today, Tim. We are wondering why the crime level is so high. We are wondering why we have economic uncertainty, why we have water issues, because we have been playing a dirty, destructive politics for so many years that it has become normal. It has become normal to lie, Tim. It has become normal to cheat. It has become normal to slander your friends and go on. Like the Prime Minister said it just recently. People do not know people's business, but people will malpally people. Where that malpally thing coming from? The top, the lies, the trickeries, and what we're suffering. We getting babies dying at the hospital, road accidents. People are always high and drunk, and synthetic drugs are coming in the country, from heroin to crystal meth. All kind of different things that have never been inherited in our country is being inherited today. So Tim, I'm going forward and saying that the country is at war. It's a civil war. We need reconciliation on partisan lines. And I'm calling for the United Workers' Party as well to consider reconciliation among members, and members that have been passed and members that have gone. And let us see how we can unite this country, all St. Lucians. But I'm a member of United Workers' Party. But let us see how we can unite this country, not for egos, not for pride, but for the future generations of our country, because it seems that the 2000s, we have lost the 2000s. It's feeling like that. And we have lost many already from the 95s coming up. And we cannot continue down this destructive path, because there's no way to turn anymore. All our pillars of society have collapsed. All institutions that were supposed to hold up the country have collapsed. And it cannot take SLP nor UWP. They have to take every St. Lucian to bring St. Lucia back where it is. And it first starting with, let us do away with those types of things, those destructive political character assassinations. That will not go any further anymore. I thank you, Tim.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let's see there via WhatsApp what somebody has written. Good day, Tim, Jante. Such a call is long overdue, as I warned the voting public as far back as in 2014. All right, let's see if we have a call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Tim.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
All right. So, Tim, I just want to say, at the end of the day, we have to get real in this country, okay? The Labour Party for years has been playing that dirty game, for years. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when the election season has passed and it's time to govern and to move on. I find like a lot of politicians in this country have thin skin. You understand? You're in the public eye. People are going to be very, they're going to look very carefully into what you do, into what happens with the public affairs. So I find like every single time I'm going to bring you to court, I'm going to bring you to court. And you need to realize that they're public figures. As it comes to defamation of character and these different things, they are the ones who always play these games. You understand? They don't know when to stop. Okay, elections are every 5 years. I think it has to come to the point where maybe we have to put in a law to tell politicians when to stop and want to be politicians when to stop. You understand? The latter part of the 5 years, coming to the fourth year, you can start your campaigning. You can start your rah. But it's as if all through, and I realize it's the Labour Party that really started that nonsense in St. Lucia, whereby all through they try to dig dirt on politicians, they try to throw things on you, they try to gaslight. They on social media, they have some minions on social media. I don't even know if these people live in St. Lucia. But every single talk show, they're spying, they have things saying. If you think online, look at your DBS comments.
Yeah, I do read the comments. Show. I do read all the comments, most of them.
And it's ridiculous because at the end of the day, people have to understand St. Lucia is one country and we are one people. And we keep fighting each other like that, and there is nothing to gain from that. Look at all the other islands. Get ahead of us. St. Vincent, we're sending people to St. Vincent to seek medical care. You understand? Antigua, St. Vincent, all the other islands have international airports. When we had our international airports, and just to improve on it, we cannot do that. So many years, we cannot do that. And St. Vincent has built an international airport on us. Barbados is improving on their healthcare infrastructure. You understand? Guyana, all the other countries are getting ahead of us, and we're just there in a political, misconduct, I call it at this point. We need to realize, time for that nonsense, it has to stop. So if there is supposed to be a cutoff point, put a cutoff point that, this political mischievousness has to stop. And people can go to court for that. Also put a date for a fixed election because politicians keep using, dates to their advantage. Put these things in place in the country because this nonsense has to stop, man. We're going to drag St. Lucia down.
Okay, caller. All right, thank you so much. Let me turn my attention again to you, Shanti. Let's find out if you have any more comments in the chat room.
On Facebook, we continue with a comment saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. For years, Guy Joseph was branded as a thief. What goes around comes around. All of those SLP ministers and their supporters accuse Guy relentlessly of corruption, and they are yet to prove it. Whose responsibility is it to investigate claims against elected officials when there's no working system in place? We have another comment saying, Tim, the man said he has lawyers. If Healy feels the man is lying on him, he should do something about it. Tim, why is Healy not calling your show to defend himself? Why going on his page to defend that allegation? Very true, caller. I agree with you. A few commentary reading. Yes, caller. Did you say that when it was about Guy and Shas? 7 days from now, this story will die down and Lucians will move on to the next best story. This is the elephant in the room. Corruption allegations are just that. Allegations. Nothing ever comes out of these investigations. And our final comment. Caller, for that to happen, Labours need not be in power.
Thank you so much for that contribution. We'll have some more to come from you, Jante. In the meantime, let's see if we have any more of the comments to go through and via WhatsApp. The other islands in the Caribbean have oil, gold, bauxite, aluminum, etc. And all St. Lucia has is Sulphur Springs, Peters, and 17 jokers sitting in Parliament claiming to be a government. People stop voting for personal favors and vote for the betterment of our country. Stop accepting bribes for elections. Some St. Lucians removed their noses to spite their faces, and now they cannot breathe. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Another person says that people claim that Psalm 91 is their favorite psalm, and yet when the shaking starts in exposing corrupt politicians, we are lying to ourselves, defending those men, which later on will cost us our livelihood and safety in our country. Let's see if we have some more of your WhatsApp messages. Somebody says there, when a prime minister is telling people to watch them in their face and tell them, I beat you, or another minister saying, take them on, also on other talk shows with all the disrespect, the dirty comments and more. So tell me now, which party that is famous for these dirty conduct? Some more of your messages. Another person says there, with due respect to you and your show, the accusations I read and heard are very serious and sufficient for the minister to clear the air, not necessarily on a talk show, but through official channels, whether government or his own. The accusers are not official persons, but the onus is on the minister, a holder of high office, to flush the whole thing in the open. Don't hide behind unknowns. The accuser has stated but not shown evidence. Can the minister provide any evidence to counter the accusations? Again, that's according to a WhatsApp message. Let's see if we have another WhatsApp message. Tim the caller hit the nail on its head. It's the 2,000 babies getting killed in the gang wars. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Tim. I listened to the minister last week. That's the Minister of Tourism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speak about booming tourism numbers for April, for the month of April, and actually record tourism numbers for the first quarter of the year. Now, while that is great, because so many of us depend on tourism in this country. It supposedly makes up direct and indirect, 60% of our GDP or more? And that's what's being said. But there's one thing that came out recently from the IMF, where they have questioned the methodology and the numbers put out by the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And these numbers have to do with visitor spending for 2023. As per the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, visitors spent approximately $3.1 billion in 2023 for tourism, right? Tourism visitors. However, the IMF has qualified those numbers. It has red flagged those numbers. And actually, it says that those numbers are inflated by 14%, and that the American visitor spending is inflated by almost 25%. The IMF is saying that this $3.1 billion should actually be somewhere closer to, it's about $800 million too high, okay? So somewhere around 2.4, 2.3 billion. The thing about that, Tim, is when the credibility of our figures, our numbers, the statistics that come from the government's office, especially that Ministry of Tourism, when the credibility has been called out and red flagged by an international agency, these are the numbers. How do we trust the numbers that the minister gave us this year about April, or any of the numbers that come out from the Ministry of Tourism and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority? The reason why I asked that, Tim, is we're looking at a very dismal tourism season coming up, especially in cruise tourism. While the minister is boasting of record April, in June, there is only one cruise ship. If you look at SLASPA's cruise call schedule, you will see that there is very little from May, which was last month, for June, July, and September. In fact, Tim, there is no cruise call at all in the month of August of this year. Now, we know that. I know some people, the apologists, may be quick to call and to give the excuse that we always have a down season, a slow season. Of course we always had. But those of us in the tourism business knows that prior to COVID, during this, what we normally term the slow season, there were many ship calls, big ships, into Port Castries. And so what we have now experienced is that we don't actually gradually go into the slow season. it is an abrupt stop. And most people, taxi drivers, small operators like, vendors, tour guides, tourism sites, they're all suffering. People with Airbnbs, they're all suffering. Last year, these people with the Airbnbs it went down 25, almost 26%, Tim. So these numbers that the minister is throwing out there, I am questioning those numbers. I think the government needs to go back. The IMF made some recommendations as to the methodology that the government should use, the Ministry of Tourism, to calculate visitor arrivals and visitor spending. They need to do that. They need to bring up the standard and to give good information to people, because now our government is creating policy, is crafting policies based on false numbers, fake numbers. The policies are based on that data. And that data is wrong, and that's our main industry. That means our entire economy and the figures that we have been given, these two are wrong. So the minister needs to be more honest, and he needs to go back and fix that. Because right now, a lot of people are dependent on tourism, and it's in a hole. It's our main industry, and we can't believe the figures from the Ministry of Tourism. Thank you very much, Steve.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's see if we could go through again some of your WhatsApp messages. Somebody had just written, the minister is too thin-skinned. The amount of times he made allegations against his opponents, the hypocrisy. And yet another WhatsApp message. Tim, you said it right. Now the shoes is on the other foot. What you put out there shall come back to bite you. They are the ones that started it. Hilaire is very fragile. He loves to give, but he can't take back what he gives again. Deal with it. And yet another comment to go through. Tim, it is unfortunate that this video surfaced. Will the allegations lead to anything? Let us wait for July. Tim, time alone will tell. And yet another contribution. This whole thing reminds me of Philip Martinez and all his allegations on the CIP. Where is he now? Soon this one will disappear. They come with a big fuss, and then what? Let's see where this one leads to. And let's see if we have some more of your comments. Once again, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Somebody says that, then just like Rick said, Lucians need a special binoculars to look at the minister. Good afternoon to you. You're on the air. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Timothy.
Makulet, bon après-midi.
Selva, moi, je vais chanter à yon, dis-moi, ou te ka jouer. Tout choix, moi, choix, couillon, m'a joué pour.
Qui l'a chanté?
M'a joué pour.
Qui l'a chanté?
Chanteur, on a chanté à Botoasco.
Oh, Blackpool.
Ouais, moi, je voulais t'emmener.
N'a joué italien. Confini, nous qu'à jouer.
Moi, là, moi, bien après, mon Dieu.
Ok.
Wasco, café, on choix, il pas pour faire. Moi, je vois, moi, il y aura accepté ça, moi, dia. Il y aura, moi, dimanche, samedi, pour dimanche, là, 11h, au vieux point. Il y a ça, il y a 6h, et puis, au point, aujourd'hui, après 11h. Maman, moi, quand je chaque là, mais pas quitter moi le sol pour yo semaine. Et moi dit droit pour hausser, on dit ka hausser. C'est pas Dominique qui aura bon moi do, à dans live il ta point do bon moi. So pas mettre pièce là, j'en l'air dit moun ni pour payer pour de l'eau. Tout ces moun qui pas joindre de l'eau, yo ni pour payer c'est mita ba yo. So moi quand c'est un gros papier chose moun a fait. En chai ba un pays à ma ça qui fait pays à. Bon, moi vous posé comment yo pas ouvert l'hôpital neuf la pièce. Qui ça qui veut l'hôpital là, yo dit moi mi June point ça le July ga point.
Non, yo dit bout l'autre mois, bout July. Ça c'est ça ministre Moses Jean-Baptiste dit.
Eh ben moi regarder toujours puisque même moi v'là faire 2 jours là, c'est là après petit pause moi.
Mais Superman là, tu juste voulais poser là?
Non, mais il assis comment?
Okay, just assise. Okay.
So, moi là, on dit que madame là qui là, bon après-midi pour janter.
Good afternoon.
Oui, mon avoué, non, pas juste là, mais bon, moi qui dit, moi, si moi, fille, dit, moi, couiller. Moi dit si m'a avant quand téléphone non moi man phone kay encore. C'est seulement moi ni, il savent si moi l'argent là.
Qui li bon? Bankoulid.
Li moi c'est 520 7090.
OK. So là nous kay voyer ba ou moi ça un chay moun kay voyer ba ou. Moun ki a diaspora. Kay voyer credit ba ou aussi.
Yeah, so moi la ka coûte t-shirt là, merci pour joindre nous.
Bon, les nous
qui voient ils sont Amérique bon m'a ka coûte.
Les nous voyer credit ba ou pas pour couiller pièce l'autre talk show credit à nous voyer ba ou hein.
Ah ouais, m'a pour top show.
Ou savent l'année moun ou ka voyer credit ba yo et yo pas couiller hein, l'autre ka couiller l'autre moun.
Ah ouais, ça a pas dit.
OK.
L'autre moi a fait request ba yo actuellement moi changer caractère m'a fait.
OK, Makoulid.
Ah, bon, téléphone.
All right, Makoulid.
Yes, so moi là, moi pas ça, non, bon Dieu.
OK.
Moi ça, frère, moi qu'à coûter, puis si il a dit, moi qu'à coûter, si mon fils, bon, il a tant de fois, moi.
So, qu'on faut qu'à rester?
Il a rester mon bidon.
OK, all right.
Ouais.
OK, Makoulid.
OK, bye bye. N'y a pas de journée, moi là, qu'à coûter.
Ou aussi. So Makoulid's number is 520-7090. Send some credit to her phone. 520-7090. This is the track that Makoulid requested by Black Pearl.
Chaque time listen to them talk show. Them complain that about Wasco. Muntu batu team yo kakwiye. Kadi yo pasa la fe tweetek benye. Soleil la show pa mati la plini. Pou wache glow pou we komasi se mamay la pasa men may l'école sa ka fe mwen fou sa ka fe mwen fall. Moun ka hele yo pa ka jwen flow. When say moi si ten lancet, still every month this week be like it. The lot of blowers and clapping me. Mun kagade was go call me. The whole management has to go. Why the meter continue to blow? I don't know. But now we yo pa cash when blow. Go silly, yo pa cash when blow. Asklawe, say your mal dolo pa cash when blow. Wasko ka diseti yo kase. Ekdam kom ton kwize fouye. Se pa jodi nou katan sa. Gome go milyon ja pase la. Jay blokit we te ka gaspye. Yo ka pweta pou yo wanje. Yo vle nou peye plin l'ajan. When the pipeline choke yo ka bon van. Jay van Mun ka hele yo pa ka jwen flow. Kaki e wasko ka fe go ro. Yo ka kompe wasko e vek nou silek. Under efficient service they get. When say moi si ten lancet, still every month this week be like it. The lot of blowers and clapping me. Mun ka gade wasko call me. The whole management has to go. Why the meter continue to blow? I don't know. Kufuye no pa cash when blow. Here for no pa cash when blow. Lambo we. Say your mal dolo pa cash when blow. Muye mwen. Water is life, say tagline was go. And still pusa did blow pa ka flow. Go hotel ka bill. She stand cruise ship, yo ka feel. This situation is very mauvais. Desalination, yo fled kumase. Meanwhile, mun kamade pusuku and the government don't know what to do. Hey, mun ka hele yo pa ka jwen flow. Gaki e was go ka fet go ro ro. Yo ka compare was go avec Lucy Lek. Under efficient service they get. When say moi si ten lan sec. Still every month this week be like it. We lot of blowers and clapping me. Mun kaka de was go call me. The whole management has to go. Why the meter continue to blow? I don't know. There is good, no package and blow. They got so no package and blow. Marigo, say your malto lo package and blow. Gahele yo package and blow. Gakie was go kapet go ro ro. You can compare what's go avec Lucy Lek. Under efficient service they get. When say moi si ten lan sec. Still every month this week be like it. The lot of blowers and clapping me. Mun kaka de was go call me. The whole management has to go. Why the meter continue to blow? I don't know. That boy no package when blow. Marigo no package when blow. Your package when blow. Say your malto lo package when blow. Your package when blow. Muye mwe. Your package when blow. Use mwe. Your package when blow. Your package when blow. Your package when blow.
The most hated utility company in the world. Track called Mouye Mouye by Black Pearl. I think she might be contesting this one in this year's Calypso competition, especially for Ma Kool-Aid. This is the most monitored talk show in the world, still to come. The most prolific music producer in the world. Everything is about the world. In the world, he's our music producer as well. Tim over in the UK. He has produced a track, and to celebrate Julian Alfred, remember she winning the 200-meter race last Thursday in the Diamond League competition over in Rome, winning in 21.93 seconds. So in just a moment or later, a track in honor of her latest exploit. We'll be back in just a moment with more of your calls, your WhatsApp messages, and of course, Jante is there going through your comments in the chat rooms. She'll be providing some updates. Stay with us.
Advance your career at Lightspark Training with a globally recognized certification. Conveniently located on High Street, Castries, Lightspark offers a wide range of programs to make the most of your career. Certifications in project management, risk management, quality management, marketing, ACC accounting, human resources, Microsoft, Cisco, and IT technician certification, graphic design, web design, and programming. Complete a diploma in accounting in 6 months or a bachelor's degree in just over a year. Call us today at 451-8918 or visit us at www.lightspark.com.
Compagnie courant Lucilec a informé public là qui place service pratique là en maison Blue Coral Asso la 8 pont en Castries qui fermé by public là pour tout temps commencer vendredi 29 mai à 4h après-midi. Lucilec a pris action cela quand il a fait plusieurs changements en opération et fait plan pour délivrer plus meilleurs services. Lucilec a aussi informé que bureau service pratique en maison Carilec à sous la rue Désir en sans souci ouvert et paré pour recevoir et bail pratique les services. Lucilec a encouragé les pratiques qui a servi bureau Blue Coral pour servir l'autre bureau yo en sans souci Rodney Bay et Benvier-Fort. Les pratiques aussi ni choix pour visiter yo à sur internet là à lucilec.com. Lucilec a chain commitment pour porter un service qui reliable à l'aise vous joindre avec bonne qualité qui ça toute pratique les besoins. Management Lucilec, regrette n'importe déconvenance qui peut en cause par place Blue Coral là qui fermé et qu'à remercier les pratiques pour l'accompagner.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbuta at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Ouais, messieurs, pas jodi moi la ka espérer plein bon glo. Si ten lan pani pressure. Mwen ni tank, mwen ni glow, mi mani pressure. Ou sav sa mwen bezwen? A pump. Sa se bêtise. Mwen ka ale ko Europa. Yo ni tout pump pour toute condition. Ki pou kay, ki pou business. Yo ni pli mer pou y pump set lisi. Yo ka ranger pump aussi ki bezwen service. Run pump yo se Leo. Pump sa se major. I bon tout bonnement. Tan si ten mwen actuellement. Glo ka fante. Europa ni pump glo Leo an de pou le nef, orange et gris. Visitez Europa ambassade Gozile. Les mots au téléphone 452-0763.
Every day, the pain is still there. Back, neck, shoulder, hip, chronic arthritis, pain down your leg to your toes, or heel pain when you put your foot on the ground. You've tried many things, but nothing works. Waiting will only make it worse. At La Clinique du Corps, we find the real cause of your pain using advanced MRI scans from head to toes with no radiation for more accurate results. Our specialist doctors provide faster diagnosis and effective treatment. Less pain, better movement, better life. All insurance is accepted. Call now before it gets worse. 451-6559, that's 451-6559, or WhatsApp 721-9950. WhatsApp 721-9950. La Clinique du Corps. Stop suffering. Start living.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $47 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Night Meds is your dependable neighborhood pharmacy. You'll notice that upon entry, you are greeted by caring professional staff, attentive to your every need. Your prescriptions are always treated with a high degree of confidentiality, and we pride ourselves on providing speedy, efficient service. We carry a wide array commonly requested over-the-counter products, and our prices are very competitive. We offer blood pressure testing, blood sugar, and cholesterol testing. We're open to fill your prescriptions Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come visit Sadu's gas station on the Miku Highway or call us at 572-6840 or WhatsApp 461-6840 for more information. Night Meds Pharmacy. We are your community med store.
An supposé, ça c'est dernier kwas gloa. En temps cette lisi, tant ka wem ka vini pli long ek pli wed, ek sous glo nou ka cheche. Ek la plia ka tobe pli fort ek pli terib, ça ka dommage kay nou ek système glo nou. Mais nous sa changer ça. Nous sa conserver de l'eau et protéger sous de l'eau nous. Chaque petit démarche nous point ça wede. Wasko ka travaille ensemble et puis agent pour manager sous de l'eau et ka permettre pour assurer de l'eau en temps qui ka veni. Mais nous besoin si pour. Ensemble, nous sa protéger de l'eau nous, santé nous et ka assurer de l'eau pour l'autre génération. Un petit pas ça mène gros changement. On nous protéger de l'eau nous et la vie nous pour temps qui ka veni. Pour plus d'informations, visitez wascosandlucia.com.
The official Carnival Sunday Lime is back. Let's take you to Bacchanal Beach. Every Sunday until July 5th on the Vigi beachfront. Good vibes, drink specials, and live entertainment. Also your chance to register with Island Tribe for Carnival 2026. Bacchanal Beach, the official Carnival Sunday Lime. Every Sunday until July 5th on the Vigi Beachfront, Bacchanal Beach is sponsored by P-Tour Beer, Power 97.9 FM, and the Carnival Planning and Management Agency.
This is the most monitored talk show in the world. Once again, still to come, a track in honor of Julian Alfred and her latest winning performance. Somebody says there via WhatsApp, thanks for asking my Dudu Makulade for her number. I assume this is a Digicel number. I will send some credit to her. Jante, good afternoon to you again. Let's find out what is happening in the chat rooms. Don't forget you can call 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026.
On YouTube, our first comment reads, they crucified Guy Joseph. Another comment saying, thanks for the number, Makulade. I will send you some credit from the UK. Have a great day, ma'am. On Facebook, we have a comment saying, every individual going into politics needs to declare their assets before interning, and also we should call for an investigation into any minister. The reason why we can't move on is because the ministers don't care about St. Lucians. Every minister is too busy worrying about themselves, and nothing is being done for our small country. What's the purpose of having anti-corruption laws when it's never used? Another comment here saying that's actually a requirement in St. Lucia that politicians do not take seriously. We have an Office of Public Integrity whose responsibilities are to look into these things, but we all know. St. Lucians take pleasure in tarnishing each other's names. It's all about making them look like color fools. Tim, St. Lucians are greedy and love handouts so much, hence the reason why the country is sinking. A few comments here reading, Tim, they like to give but cannot take. Do so, don't like so. Everybody knows the tourism season was better under Alan Chasney. Yes, scholar, he let tell us about Jazz and May's numbers. We have another comment here reading, why did St. Lucians do this to themselves? They can give but can't take. SLP shut off Martinez. We have more comments from our Facebook page saying, Makulade for Wasco's VP of Operations. The only voice that intimidates Wasco is Makulade. Makulade, I just sent you 20 EC credit from the UK. Have a great day. The NewsSpin directory. We have another comment saying, we have a rainforest, so why is it we have water shortages? Hilaire will not call NewsSpin because he will have too much explaining to give to St. Lucians. Tim, didn't Musa say last year that the Cuban Eye Clinic would reopen soon? 6 months into the new year and still the clinic is closed. Another comment reading, 185 rivers in St. Lucia, millions of cubic meters of rainwater is deposited into the ocean, and Wasco cannot harvest all that water. Tim, so no calypso on Lucilec. And our final comment, Wasco, shame on you.
Thanks so much, Jante. Some of your WhatsApp messages. One SLP supporter argued, Tim, with me that the new St. Jude Hospital is already opened and that doctors and nurses are already operating. But what I just don't understand, why when they feel or fell sick and had to undergo surgery, she was not admitted at the new hospital. Instead, she was admitted at the old stadium. So when will the truth come to light? I believe that we all are being brainwashed. Let's listen to the island's health minister. In just recently, I think it was in April, he said that the St. Jude Hospital will be commissioned towards the end of July.
We also look forward to the complete commissioning of the St. Jude Hospital, which would include the transfer of all staff and patients by the end of July, which is the estimated time period for the complete commissioning, all things being equal. We also look forward to the complete commissioning of the St. Jude Hospital, which would include the transfer of all staff and patients by the end of July, which is the estimated time period for the complete commissioning, all things being equal.
The island's health minister, Mr. Moses Jabati, speaking in April of this year during a pre-cabinet press briefing. You remember the Prime Minister speaking last November said comically that what the St. Lucia Labour Party promised was the handing over of the building. They promised to hand over any hospital. They promised to hand over the building. And that's what exactly they did last November. So now the health minister is saying that the hospital will be commissioned, and that will take place towards the end of July. More of your calls and WhatsApp messages. Once again, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let's see there what you're saying via WhatsApp. And it reads there, people claim... Okay, I'll read the next one. Corrupt politicians can only recover as they discover. So if they don't discover, they will not recover. So getting the truth today will set them free. And that's according to a WhatsApp message. Let us see if we can go through some more of your messages. And somebody has just written, I would like to know if it's not Wasco Water that another company and any others there they are using to do their process and bottled water, because they are providing water to the whole of St. Lucia. So how come Wasco is not able to build them who can afford? Because some people don't get water, so why should they be paying a bill or extra to Wasco? They need to look into this. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Please continue to send me your WhatsApp messages, 716-2026, along with your calls at 452-2979. Again, 452-2979. Talking about the Water and Sewage Company. We've heard that there might be an increase in water rates, and that should come anytime from now. But I think on Wasco website it was stated that this would have taken effect this month. I'm told that information has been deleted from Wasco's website. And what will happen next? Well, I don't know, but every indication has been given, including from the island's Prime Minister, Mr. Philip J. Pierre, that we are in for an increase that has been recommended by the NUC. But he also said that he can use moral suasion so that such an increase is not imposed on water consumers in St. Lucia. So, what will happen? What will come of this? Whether we'll have to pay an increase in water rates during the course of this month, next month, or later this year, or whenever. And I think in the final analysis, that would depend on the decision that will be taken by the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. No matter how you look at it, he has the final say on this particular issue. So, and I don't know how much people can bear as far as increases are concerned, as far as the increase in inflation, and the fact that people's salaries are not increasing in sync with the reality of having to pay more in utility bills and pay more at the various supermarkets. So the Prime Minister will have to definitely think carefully about allowing Wasco to impose yet another increase, an increase in tariff on customers on the island. Let's see if we have any of your WhatsApp messages. But the Prime Minister did say recently, with regard to gas prices, and you have been clamoring for a reduction when the cost of crude oil in the world market was really low compared to now close to $100. I think the latest I checked, it was about $96 a barrel. At the time that people were begging and clamoring for a reduction in the cost of fuel at the pump, it would have been $60 sometimes $70 And if you had to utilize the pass-through mechanism system, St. Lucians were due a reduction at the pump. You were denied this. So the Prime Minister and the authorities just forgot about the pass-through mechanism system. They did not play according to the rules that they themselves set up. I mean, you set up some rules and you don't play by the rules. No wonder a lot of people decide not to play by the rules. Okay? Because the system is just geared to, to just take advantage of the citizens. Change the goalpost when they deem it necessary, when it will suit them. That's those who are in the system, just because they can call the shots. And let me just remind you, because we already played this to you. The Prime Minister did say that the reduction in gas prices would mean that persons would be using the extra cash that will be generated because of the reduction at the pump to do things that are unproductive. This is incredible. But let's listen to the Prime Minister.
Gas prices. Bring down the price of gas. Bring down the price of gas. We said that the micro effects of bringing down the price of gas would cause an increase in consumption, which would have gone probably to things that may not have been productive. Gas prices. Bring down the price of gas. Bring down the price of gas. We said that the micro effects of bringing down the price of gas would cause an increase in consumption, which would have gone probably to things that may not have been productive.
The island's Prime Minister speaking in St. Lucia's Parliament, or during a recent sitting of St. Lucia's Parliament. Somebody says that via WhatsApp, tell the Prime Minister to give Wasco the tanks to collect water and to treat it to give the citizens. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Another one says that I don't know if we have realized that the government of St. Lucia doesn't care about the people they claim to be putting first, because they know we are accepting everything that comes from them. Again, according to a WhatsApp message. Another one says special prosecutor has worked but deliberately sitting on his laurels, relaxing, doing nothing but eating our tax money and living large. That entire administration should be jailed and forced to repay the millions that they have robbed the people of. And another WhatsApp message, the bus drivers should be quiet. They said nothing when the price of gas went down and they were still paying $16. It says, the person continues, where Pukozot. Let's see there if we have another WhatsApp message. Yes, things like my savings that would not be productive or paying my other bills. Again, according to a WhatsApp message. All right, let's find out from you, Shanti, what's happening in the chat rooms.
Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, he said the end of July, but he did not say what year. Is this man for real? So SLP continues to fool St. Lucians. They handed an incomplete building to the people, and the people still voted for them. St. Lucia is a huge problem. On Facebook, our first comment reads, shout out to you, NewsSpin, for making things happen. So will the government put Snack's body in state in the parliament for public viewing so that the public can pay their last respects? What about the Sufra Hospital Granny E? We have another comment saying, July what year? GPH, that's all I have to say. Baptist gave himself some wiggle room. He said the end of July, considering all things are equal. So if all things are not equal, look for another date. A few comments here reading, but Herb Black has a song saying the hospital was delivered. If you know so much, put the record out. You have no proof, so this is slander. The moral suasion will be activated to deflect from that EH situation. Just wait. We have another comment here reading, exactly team. So only guys' assets should have been checked before coming into politics. When will St. Jude's be opened to accept patients and actually act as a fully operational hospital? The UWP shouldn't have asked any questions on behalf of St. Lucians. We love it so. And they still voted for him next election to keep the flowers in the abyss. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you so much. Somebody says there via WhatsApp, Tim, if the ball is yours, the rules don't apply to you. Can you imagine if the ball used at the UCL finals, PSG versus Arsenal, was Saka's ball? And let's see if we have another WhatsApp message. And this one reads, this government will always take St. Lucians for a ride because they know how to talk and take no action because they love handouts and can be fooled easily. Again, according to a WhatsApp message. More of your messages. Is that Prime Minister serious about what he is saying? Another WhatsApp message. My problem, the washrooms at Serenity Park in Sanssouci, they're always closed and there are always people, children sitting at the park. I think they need to work on that. That is according to a WhatsApp message. And let's see if we have some more of your messages. I don't think we have any, but keep sending me those messages once again at via WhatsApp 716-2026, 716-2026, and your calls at 452-2979. And still to come on the broadcast, we'll be paying tribute to Julian Alfred. In fact, this will be done in the form of a track that has been produced by the NewsSpin music producer who lives and works over in the UK. His name is Tim. We'll be playing you that tribute in song in just a moment. So please stay with the most monitored talk show in the world.
Advance your career at LightSpark Training with a globally recognized certification. Conveniently located on High Street, Castries, LightSpark offers a wide range of programs to make the most of your career. Certifications in project management, risk management, quality management, marketing, ACC accounting, human resources, Microsoft, Cisco, and IT technician certification, graphic design, web design, and programming. Complete a diploma in accounting in 6 months or a bachelor's degree in just over a year. Call us today at 451-8918 or visit us at www.lightspark.com.
Every day, the pain is still there. Back, neck, shoulder, hip, chronic arthritis, pain down your leg to your toes, or heel pain when you put your foot on the ground. You've tried many things, but nothing works. Waiting will only make it worse. At La Clinique du Corps, we find the real cause of your pain using advanced MRI scans from head to toes with no radiation for more accurate results. Our specialist doctors provide faster diagnosis and effective treatment. Less pain, better movement, better life. All insurances accepted. Call now before it gets worse. 451-6559, that's 451-6559, or WhatsApp 721-9950. WhatsApp 721-9950. La Clinique du Corps. Stop suffering. Start living.
Select wishes to advise customers that its customer service kiosk located at the Blue Coral Mall in Castries will be permanently closed to the public on Friday the 29th of May at 4 p.m. This closure is being undertaken as part of Lucelec's ongoing operational adjustments and service delivery planning. Lucelec is pleased to advise that its customer service office at the Carolec building on Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci is now open and ready to receive and serve walk-in customers. Customers who previously accessed services at the Blue Coral kiosk are encouraged to visit this location or our other offices in Rodney Bay and Vieux-Fort. Our remote options, including the virtual service desk on our website, lucelec.com, is also available. Lucelec remains committed to providing convenient, accessible, and efficient service options to meet the needs of our customers. The management of Lucelec regrets any inconvenience that the kiosk closure may cause and thanks customers for their understanding.
Need branded apparel that looks sharp and shows up on time? Welcome to Imprinted Designs, where every stitch counts. We specialize in custom embroidery and t-shirt printing for businesses, teams, events, you name it. From embroidered logos on polished Oxford shirts, available in a variety of colors for men and women, to bold, high-quality printed tees that turn heads, we do it all. Bring your own shirts or choose from ours. Small runs, big orders, rush jobs, no problem. At Imprinted Designs, we're built for speed, efficiency, and clean professional results delivered on time, every time. So if you want your brand to stand out, not wait around, come down to Imprinted Designs at the Valmore Plaza or hit us up at 451-2920 or email address imprinteddesignsSLU@gmail.com. Imprinted Designs, where every stitch counts.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for at Lazarus Funeral Home. Losing a loved one isn't something you can foresee. Since the beginning, affordability has been one of our priorities. Every day we're proving that burials don't have to be expensive. If cost is a factor in your time of bereavement, call Lazarus Funeral Home. We have coffins starting at $800 plus taxes. Nothing can cause more disappointment than poor quality. Help us help you keep your last memory of your loved one sacred. Make it special. Make it Lazarus Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Located at Bibliotheque Castries at 452-7491 and New Dock Road V4 at 454-6555.
Stop paying full price. With Flow, you can slash your bill in half. You heard right. Cut your mobile bill in half when you add mobile to internet. That's the most reliable Wi-Fi at home. Plus, all the data you need on the go. So don't wait. Double your connection and double your value for half the price. Add mobile to internet today. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
Ouais, messieurs, aujourd'hui, moi la ka espérer plein bon glow. Si t'es la pani pressure. Moi ni tongue, moi ni glow, me money pressure. Ou savez ça moi besoin? A pomme. Ça c'est bêtise. Moi ka aller ko Europa. Yo ni toute pomme pour toute condition. Qui pour kay, qui pour business. Yo ni pli mer pour pomme cette ici. Yo ka ranger pomme aussi qui besoin service. Run pump yo c'est Léo. Pump ça c'est Major. Ils bon tout bonnement. Tant si ten moins actuellement. Glo ka fonte. Europa ni pump glo Léo under pour les nerfs, joinge et gris. Visitez Europa ambassade Gozile. Les mots au téléphone 452-0763.
The National Farmers and General Workers Credit Union invites all its members to its 29th annual general meeting, which will be held on Sunday, June 14th at the Binfield Secondary School from 1:30 p.m. Please note that copies of the financial reports are available at our branches. All members are asked to make a special effort to attend and be on time. Special prices will be available for the first 50 members. It's happening on Sunday, June 14th at the Binfield Secondary School from 1:30 p.m.
This is the most monitored talk show in the world in a moment. The NewsSpin music producer will be paying tribute to Julian Alfred. First, let's go through some of your WhatsApp messages. And somebody has just written via WhatsApp. Good day, Tim. The board of St. Jude Hospital offered to National Workers Union staff while everything increased, shaking my head. That is 9% salary increase, $1,000 uniform allowance, $375 night differential meals at $35, 55 and $135 call out, among others. Good day, Tim. The board of St. Jude Hospital offered to National Workers Union staff while everything increases, shaking my head. All the board members at the St. Jude Hospital are hardcore SLP. We finish at St. Jude Hospital. That hospital at the Auger site will not open, not by the SLP. All talk foolish solutions. Let's see there if we have another WhatsApp message. And somebody has just written, it's just amazing how St. Lucia seems to forget when they accused Guy Joseph. They didn't need any evidence. All it took was being convicted by public opinion. However, Dr. Hilaire has had a dark cloud over him. And let's see if we have some more over the messages. Good afternoon. The minister needs to answer the questions posed. Has Marie been compensated? If so, how much has she been given? Will she be required to pay monthly rent for the new facility, and how much? I think those are the main concerns of the public. I think we are being distracted from the matters at hand. My opinion, I do not think that Marie should be asked to pay any rent in that particular area where she'll be operating in when the project is completed, that is at Raydree. Compensate the lady and allow her to ply her trade there free of charge. Then a WhatsApp message. What politicians fail to realize is that time exposes time, and nothing that was done goes just like that, especially for power, fame, money, and wrongdoing. Another WhatsApp message, and somebody says there, Tim, they replaced the burnt bulb on Cherry Street, Cedar Heights, VA4. Thank you. They said on the other talk shows, but thank you, NewsSpin. We'll take that. Thank you so much. And let's see if we have some more of your other WhatsApp messages. Tim, what is the latest on the Labor Tribunal? I've been waiting for my case for 9 years now, and I'm not the only one who has not heard from them for years. Are they still in existence? I think they are still in existence. Another WhatsApp message. I want to ask PJP and Dr. Ernest Hilaire to volunteer separately to be a guest or guests on Newsmaker Live and allow you, Tim, to ask them any question on anything pertaining to the business of St. Lucia. All right, let's get a final update from you, and then paying tribute to Julian Alfred, and that's compliments of the NewsSpin music producer Tim, who's over in the UK.
Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, the PM did not say that. That's AI. Let UWP voters who voted for the sleep party and did not go out to vote take what they get from the SLP, the sleep party. On Facebook, our first comment reads, PJP is rude to tell citizens how to spend their money. How does he know that citizens would not spend their money on things that are productive? He seems to think that everyone behaves poorly. People who can't see 2 from 3 but want to think that they can tell the Prime Minister what to do. Sir Arthur is twisting and turning in his grave, hearing this nonsense from the PM. We have another comment saying, Mr. Prime Minister, you think you are so smart. Stop pretending that you are working for Lucians. Imagine Royalton built an entire hotel in Barbados in 1 year that opened last week and have guests, and we're still trying to open a hospital that started since Jesus was a baby. Tell them we beat you. Beat the Luslek and Wasco bills instead. A few comments are reading, who blast about things they do for people more than the SLPs? The ministers would give a poor person a small tin of tuna fish and the whole world would know. What's the difference between Snack and what he did and King today? Number 1 in talking Papa Show and doing nothing. We have another comment reading, they even have opening ceremonies for bus stops. And our final comment, I tell you, they're bitter, they're disrespectful, sour, and have no positive conversations.
Thank you so much, Auntie. And finally, compliments of the NewsSpin music producer Tim, who is over in the UK. This track is in tribute to Julian Alfred.
ready to win this mighty race. Run, run, Juju, run for your island. Fastest in the universe, never dividing. Run, run, Juju, run for silver and gold. A story of speed, bravely told. No one can touch her, no one can test. Juliana is the best. She's the queen of 100 meters, true champion's might. She's the queen of 200 meters, burning ever so bright. The island's pride, a shining star. Her victory reaches near and far. Run, run, Juju, run for your island. Fastest in the universe, never dividing. Run, run, Juju, run for silver and gold. A story of speed, bravely told. Run, run, Juju. Yeah, Juliana. For silver and gold. For the island's call. Fastest in the universe. She gives her all. 701, 701, 704, 706. Run, 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 Juju, run. Run, Juju, run.
Track called Juju's Gold in tribute to Julian Alfred, winning in the Diamond League 200 meters in Rome last Thursday, 21.93 seconds. Produced by Tim over in the UK. He is the NewsSpin music producer. Thank you so much, Tim, and hope you enjoyed this track. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast today via Facebook, YouTube, as well as Power 97.9 FM. Once again, please, via YouTube, like the video, share, subscribe to the NewsSpin YouTube channel, and click the notification bell to help the NewsSpin YouTube channel grow. My name is Timothy Poleon. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, God willing, to present another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. Goodbye.